Hello, Internet. So I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't even watch the NBA, all right? Honestly, I don't even really watch sports the way I used to, all right? I was born in 1990. Sports in the 90s was awesome. A lot of great basketball moments. Football was cool. Baseball was cool until I found out that everybody who was doing great things back in the 90s was on steroids. It is what it is. And I don't know, something I'm a Niners fan, right? Something happened to me after we lost the Super Bowl the last time. I cried, and then I said to myself, you know what? These dudes are making millions of dollars. I'm not. So why am I so upset? And I'm always going to be a fan. I'm always going to love sports. But that's when I kind of realized, maybe I'm growing up. I'm 32. I was 30 then. I'm old, all right? I feel like a young man, but I'm an old fucker, all right? So with all that said, I just don't have the patience when athletes are divas. There's always going to be diva athletes. I get that. That's a part of what professional sports is. But there's a lot of guys that just take it to the most ridiculous level possible. And quite frankly, most of those guys are in the NBA. Now, I'm a New York Knicks fan. I took a lot of pleasure in seeing the Nets collapse. And then after that, just the general sports fan, not the Knicks fan, the general sports fan kicked in and said, you know what? This is not good. It's not good that Kyrie Irving gets paid zillions of dollars and says, you know what, I don't feel like playing for a couple months because I'm offended and distraught about something. It's not good that Ben Simmons, and this is really the focus of the thing, is Ben Simmons, all right? I made a video not that long ago talking about how Ben Simmons is a clown and talking about the whole point of the video was to say that mental health issues are real. People deal with mental health issues all the time, and I don't ever want to diminish that, but that doesn't give you an excuse to just shirk all of your responsibilities. And Ben Simmons, I saw that video that interview that Gilbert Arenas did with DJ Vlad, and he was kind of defending Ben Simmons, but he pointed out, look, this guy is suing the Sixers, basically saying they were trying to force him to play when he was incapable of playing. So that's why he can't play. And that made me think a lot, where I'm like, okay, that actually makes sense. I actually understand what he's doing a lot more. But guess what? If you never got traded, Ben, I'd defend you a lot more. I'd say, all right, the Sixers screwed you over. The Sixers, instead of trying to repair the relationship, tried to force you to play and force you to do what they wanted by finding you. That isn't cool. I acknowledge that. And by the way, I'm a Knicks fan, so the Sixers can go eat an ass too. But guess what, Ben? You got traded. You got traded to a new team. And I said this the day he got traded, where everybody was saying, oh, it's such a great thing for Ben Simmons. He finally got out of Philly. I'm like, okay, you got out of Philly, but you didn't get traded to the Knicks. You didn't get traded to, I don't know, what's another god-awful team in the NBA? You didn't get traded to the Lakers. You got traded to a team that's actually trying to win a championship in the Nets. And I was like, yeah, eventually the playoffs are going to come around. You're not going to be there, and the fans are going to get pissed at you then. And that's sort of what's happening now. Now he's not getting the vitriol because most of the vitriol is going towards Kyrie Irving, rightfully so. That head case. And everybody's like, oh, the Knicks didn't get Kyrie Irving. I was like, look, man, I wanted Kevin Durant. I didn't want no damn Kyrie Irving. Do you want that guy running your franchise? I'd much rather be where we are now. I know that sounds crazy, but we actually have a few young players that I like. If we took the Nets path, all those guys would be gone. there'd be no RJ Barrett. There'd be no Obi Toppin, who I don't know how good Obi Toppin is, but he had a really good end to the season. There's optimism there. Really, the only thing that's, as a Knicks fan, that's frustrating is the fact that we can't get out of the Julius Randle deal. That guy went from beloved to a damn idiot and the biggest head case in sports in, less than a calendar year, but whatever. But the Ben Simmons thing, I guess I'm frustrated because I'm seeing a lot of people now coming out and defending this man. And look, he's playing this in a way where you can't say he's doing something wrong. If you say he's doing something wrong, then they'll be like, oh, you're a bad person. But this guy doesn't want to play. He wants to get paid. He doesn't want to play. He wants to spend all his time blowing money on God knows what. and having sexual relations with Instagram whores. So that's cool, but I can't really feel bad for you on a personal life, on a personal standpoint about your personal life, if that's how you're living. You're a dumb idiot, Ben, and I think you're a good basketball player, but it doesn't matter if you're not playing. The Nets are dumb idiots for trading James Harden for you, because James Harden sucks, but I don't know what I would rather do. But as a Knicks fan, yeah, I'd rather suck but not have all this drama. And as bad as Kyrie Irving is, it's like, Ben, say you're hurt or say it's a mental issue. But he's trying to play it both ways, and everything I said is being proven right now. And again, I want to watch the NBA. I want to care about the NBA. But it's goofiness. You have a couple of good teams, and that's why the playoffs are interesting. You have a team like the Celtics. You have a team like the Warriors. You have teams that actually play basketball the right way, the Grizzlies. But the rest of the teams are god-awful, and they're a bunch of head cases. And this is why, quite frankly, the only sport I really watch nowadays is the NFL. The NFL. Like, I love baseball at its core, but I don't have the attention span to watch baseball the way I used to. And basketball is a joke. And obviously, as a Knicks fan, I'm going to take solace in the fact that the Nets are a joke. But it really shouldn't be this way. Like, do you guys find it crazy that the highest paid athletes, the guys that have the most money per year and the biggest salaries, are the biggest divas? Whereas when you watch an NHL playoff game, like Chris Kreider gets hit in the neck, in a place that wasn't even padded, and he comes back, the second quarter, you can see the mark on his neck, but he's going to still play. If that's an NBA player, he's out for a month. And we need to hold him accountable. We need to stop applauding bullshit. Like, we need to stop looking at it and saying, like, oh my God, these guys, I'll never forget it. And this is the last point I'll make. A few years, what was it? Whenever there was the whole shut up and dribble controversy, right? Now, yeah, obviously it's messed up and slightly racist to tell a black basketball player, I don't care about what you have to say, just shut up and dribble. Nobody should ever say that. With that said, I think the LeBron Jameses of the world and all these guys need to remember, we don't love you because of your personality. That's not why we like you. We like you because of your ability on the basketball court. Over time, the more we see of you, the more we start to kind of feel like we know you, and then we like your personality. But you guys aren't prophets. And there's nothing worse than a smart guy who thinks he's a genius. Dumb people who think they're smart is a problem. But somebody who thinks, because I've learned a couple of things in my life, I know everything, and nobody else is on the same level as me intellectually, that's a problem. But yeah, when you're surrounded by yes men, like every one of these NBA players is, you think everything you need to say. Like, you know what, at a certain point, okay, you guys said everything you need to say. It wasn't meaningful. Now shut up and dribble. Because I don't really care what you have to say anymore. All you have to say is goofy crap. And Kyrie Irving, I mean, listen, I don't like getting shots either. I've turned down the flu shot almost every time that I can remember. But I got the vaccine because to keep a job that I still didn't even keep anyway, because it was a coaching job and the head coach left. But I didn't feel like I got wronged. I didn't feel violated. It's like I just moved on in my life and I was fine. I haven't been sick. So just shut up and take the shot and make a sacrifice for your teammates. And if not, get the hell out of here. Retire. Seriously, pull an Andrew Luck and say, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to retire, and because I'm not going to play anyway, so I'm not going to just steal money from my team. Ben Simmons does it. Kyrie Irving does it. And it's just, you people who watch the NBA on a regular basis need to hold these guys accountable. And by the way, I don't even know if somebody actually shoved Chris Paul's family, his wife and mother. I'm starting to think it didn't. I'm starting to think somebody grazed them and Chris Paul freaked out because he's a goddamn diva too. So, you know what? Screw the NBA. Screw basketball. I might start watching the G League soon. And Celtics are probably going to win.